So where do you start? Let's say you have 0 followers. I just created my Facebook page for my plumbing company. I have 0 followers, and I'm going, this feels like a long way from having any impact. Where do I go from there?
If you were to walk into a networking event and you had your badge and then you have like your plastic cup of really cheap wine and your objective was to make the most of the networking party, you wouldn't say, I need to have everybody in this room like me and give me their business card. You would start off with a few people. You would start off with a few people who you think you can make an impact with, and then those 2 people tell 2 people, tell 2 people. And I've had like the blessing of working with lots of influencers who people would look at and immediately think, oh, they must be raking in the dough because they have 100, 200,000 followers. But what people don't know on the outside is that an influencer without a business is an influencer. And the path ends there. It ends with quick monetization without the long tail. And I have seen business owners with less than 1,000 followers on Instagram have multiple 6-figure businesses. So optics don't matter. It's what are you doing on the back end of it. So you have a Facebook page and nobody's there. Well, guess what? Get 1, and then get 2, and then get 3, and then have 0 expectation. Sometimes we tell ourselves, oh, like my Facebook page should have 500 people in the next 5 months. Who said that? We make up these numbers and then hold ourselves accountable, and then we beat ourselves up if we're not actually getting the thing that we clearly made up out of thin air. Why don't we put our intentions out, create great content, and then let's say over the span of 30, 60, or 90 days, there was one particular post on your page that surprised you. Why not put $5 behind it and then target people within a specific 5 to 10 mile radius of your physical location? Or target it against a page of somebody else who might be interested in the thing that you're doing. We're talking about working smarter, not harder, looking at what performed well in the past and then over-indexing it for the future.
So we can take the pressure off of ourselves and go,
Yes.
hey, it's okay. I don't need to get 1,000 followers
Yes.
tomorrow.
Oh my goodness.
But I do need to track what I'm doing and see what's working
Absolutely.
and double down on those
Absolutely.
things.
1,000%.
I love that. So what does winning look like on social media? We're talking a little bit about those metrics. How do you figure out if what I'm doing is actually working?
Well, it depends on what your objectives are. Like if your objective is to get a lot of followers because you think it'll lead to brand deals or it lead to collaborations, well, then that's what your metric of success is. My metric of success is, am I making sales? Like, how do I know what's actually working is when I see a piece of content that has performed well organically. And then I turn that piece of content into an ad and run it against people who have previously indicated that they're interested in the thing that I am teaching. There it is. We start off with something that's free, carefully watch the metrics. And when I say carefully watch the metrics, I'm not even talking about necessary insights or analytics. I'm literally talking about who has saved the post, shared the post, likes and comments. This is just like some really like back of a napkin math. And I'm like, this right here. So like, for instance, I might create a reel. And then I notice that the song and the text on the reel has performed well. Well, what I then can do is take the same reel, have the same text, but have a different call to action at the end. So instead of like leave a comment or tag a friend, I could say, click on the link to learn more. So we've proven something that worked, repurpose it for other audiences who would be most likely to click on the link.
And so you kind of continually tweak your
Absolutely.
content and post to see, oh, we got 7 more
Yes.
people to call us to schedule an
Yes.
appointment
Yes.
because we changed the language.
Yes.
So that's smart. You've got to be looking at this stuff. It's not just let's post and post and hope for the best and know we're doing it. It's tracking it, having goals, but also taking these crazy expectations off of
Yes.
yourself.
And also, you get more results the more you post. The frequency, if you and I both started with 0 on our Facebook page, and I made the dedication to post at minimum once a day, at minimum go live once a week, you would see our data and analytics look different simply because I'm creating content with frequency, and frequency gives us data. And we use that data to be like, hey, this particular topic on this particular day worked. Let me see if I can do it again. And all of a sudden, if it proves that it works well, just as well or even better the next time, now we found a little formula that we could, now when we create content, we're going to try to replicate that particular model.
And then the algorithms and the gods above in social media world, they like when we post and they like
love
when
it.
there's engagement, and
They
so
love
they'll
it.
start to show that to more people.
They
and
reward you.
reward you for it.
Yes,
Okay, so it is important. Consistency is key.
absolutely.
It doesn't have to be amazing
No.
when you start.
No.
So don't get scared
It
and
will
say,
be terrible when you start. Who are we kidding?
that's the truth.
Well, we got on a bike and we were terrible, and we learned a second language and we were terrible. And thankfully, my husband's here in the control room. But the first time you had a kiss, it was probably not that great. You know, the more you do something, the better you get at it. Same with social media.